everyone, it's extreme panic mode for me right now. Phase 3 is coming in a week's time and I am not ready. If anything, I was ready, but then I basically unreadied myself by deciding I want to level a hunter from scratch and gear it ready for the next phase. You see, I'm an indecisive idiot, a very busy one. I started on Tuesday night, I reached level 22 last night. I was aiming for level 30, but a series of unfortunate events led to me going to bed in a flurry of sorts. But that is my first preparation point today. Seriously consider what class you want to play and seriously level it. 100% experience boost, a few heirlooms and crafted items. I know you're busy, I'm too, but try to play that little bit smarter. Bank your world buffs till you know you've got a big stretch of playtime. Buy some gear from the auction house. Pre-plan the levels that you're going back for training. And if your bags are giving you stress, stop looting. Once you are leveled to 40, hopefully this side of the weekend, consider your professions. If you already have some professions at 40, try to use your new character to fill the gaps where possible. I know some of you're going to want to pass and you're going to want probably engineering, but if you can think of gold, just consider it a little bit. At least put one of your professions for that. You can level some professions basically for free if you use a low level enchanter and if you craft the supply box items. So on my hunter, I'm going level working and skinning. It's fair enough, an extra bit of hassle to skin, but it's making level working so cheap. Focus crafting your supply box crafts as usual when you're leveling and use a mixture of the auction house and disenchanting. If this character is going to be your new main, you'll also need your secondary professions, and you'll probably want first aid usually either way. If you're level 40, your profession's leveled, time to do a bit of farming. Now, I did a video last week on Swamp of Sorrows. You only needed 15 hours to reach 500 gold. I'd assumed that we had 3 weeks to complete those 15 hours, but that isn't the case. I recommend a mixture of farming and the auction house to try and get that in as quickly as you can if you do want the 500 for getting to phase 3. That being said, though, they did make a point of there not being too many too many gold sinks in phase 3. So really, you can probably go into phase 3 with like 100, 150 gold and be pretty comfortable. When you are trying to get more gold for phase 3, use your professions. Use TSM, buy cheap materials, use them to craft, and sell everything you can think of. A spoiler on screen right now, I'm showing the supply box crafts for phase 3. The screenshot is from our Discord community, although it was initially taken from Wowhead. Prep your materials and recipes in advance based on Lee's crafts and plan the fastest way to level to get them. That way you can be the first person selling them on the night. At the start of phase 2, people were really cleaning up on the auction house on supply crates. To be fair, there were no rewards, so after the initial boom faded, it faded for a few days and then it popped back up again. Some professions may be quest gated from 225 to 300 on launch. We'll see what happens when that does. Next up then, if you anticipate needing any Darkmoon Faire tickets, you can use the level 40 hand-ins while you're level 40. Once you start leveling low, you're going to need the next tier. The Darkmoon Faire has some epics at level 60 that you may want, and also we've seen some sneak peek spoilers of other things that are possibly going into Darkmoon Faire at level 50. So now is as good a time as any to trade for tickets if you do see any materials cheap. Next up then is gearing. Let's be real here. Pugs are going to be less likely to let in a new player this week, as it's the last chance to get gear and they won't want to waste a lockout on 5 out of 6 clear. So you'll need to make your brand new character as appealing as you possibly can. Go check your biz list and work out what items are possible for you pre-raid. Make sure you have correct consumables and world buffs. You should do the Blood Moon event as well. You get an item really quickly from doing that. It can be annoying if you're not into PvP, but it's not terrible. You can get your epic upgrade and cape within 2 or 3 events. Just find a group and stay close to them. You also need to make sure you've got your mount before phase 3 launches. It's really cheap now. An hour or 2 of farming should get you there really quickly. Going into phase 3, I do recommend some pre-questing. There's a few spreadsheets around, but for me, I generally just pick an area and go for it. Do some farming while you're there and aim to get your quest log filled to give you a great big boost next Thursday ready. I wasn't brilliant at pre-questing at the start of it or at the end of phase 1, but I really regretted it. I'm definitely doing it this week. Make sure you do have all your flight points ready. That's going to save you some time for next week when you want to be focusing on leveling. Now, as I've already mentioned, in phase 3, we're not getting the repeated gold sinks that we had in phase 2. Dual spec is level 40, which means you'll be able to get it straight away on phase 3 launch, and it costs 50 gold. The new epic patterns and parts are going to be costed reasonably. That's already been confirmed. It's likely then that the new supply crates probably won't grant more than 12 to 15 gold, since they don't anticipate you actually needing that much gold. This new outlook is seen in the supply crate crafts themselves. Phase 2 crates were often locked behind expensive patterns, but not the same this phase. So wish me luck with my hunter. I'll be updating you throughout the week on my progress. If you are another last minute reroller, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Maybe we can form some kind of support group. I hope you found this video useful. Good luck with your phase 3 prep if you are doing any, and please do remember to give me a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Bye.